like that.
Ronald was telling me about his name, Cartier. He's got a French background, and tell me a little bit more about that. You were it was very interesting, especially with the circles.
Oh, well, I mean, my doctor named is Coke, and he told me that, that not to mess with me.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
it doesn't really, I mean, it doesn't always work,
yeah,
but what is it? What else can I tell you?
yeah.
What, about the circles and stuff? Well, I mean, I guess I faked some fake checks. I mean, just, not really fake, I was just playing. Like, I do a lot of acting. And I wrote, the way that I write, is what you have kind of a, I don't know, it's just the way that it's just kind of an artistic way of signing my name. And I just said to put it in a cash register. Instead of giving them cash or, or any other thing, I just wrote that.
So you were in you worked with some magazines. You were on television.
No, I haven't been on
Is it
television.
more behind the scenes or
Yeah,
yeah?
yeah.
So you directed actors or you directed models? Or?
No, no, I joke about that because one of my good friends, she wrote, produced, and directed a movie that, the Two Gun Holland, what was it? The Prince or something, the famous Prince and the King, and it also works in a lot. I'm not the only one, but there's a lot of people that I mean, it's just a constant. I mean, if you're in that industry, like, or you're in sort of anything that you really develop, and you take it, past it, just like just a basic level, you start to really see, you start to look for great things and greatness, and you start to be driven in that way, So, I don't know. It's
Yeah. So right now the world is changing. Like first, like 911, all of our freedoms were taken away, and I think the same thing is happening now with this COVID-19 this scam, where we're not going to be able to go anywhere or do anything. There are all going to be all sorts of restrictions on us. We're a little bit older. I was wondering, like, but people in high school or college, what kind of lives are they going to have? Like, they'll open a nightclub and they'll let 10 people in. They'll be wearing a mask and gloves, and they'll have to come out after half an hour. More people come in and dance. It's like it seems like the world is going to become a very miserable place for people.
Well, if they don't get paid, probably there'll be some a lot more promises, are going to be upset, if they're, if people, really know how they're supposed to look, and, the bottom line is, doesn't take it funny at all. How do I look?
What magazine did you work for?
I was for several of them. I was for a lot of the adult magazines, almost all of
Oh,
them,
okay.
all of them, and well, I mean all of the main ones. Nothing, slutty or trashy. It was. There's a theme. There's a story, a real story that goes on. I mean, it's not. It's not. I mean, the ones I don't want to say the wrong thing because there's a story about that too, that you would actually know that it makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
If you have it in their words, exactly in their words, that you would not bat an eye. If it's right exactly into the story. The other thing is what other magazines? All the fashion magazines,
Oh
and
yeah.
recently I was trying to get into. I was trying to get that. I wanted to have heard of this, like get into Vogue,
The
and
Italian Vogue is my favorite.
that's the one I've
I like
done. I've done that one.
I like French Elle, and I like
Mm-hmm.
Spanish Vogue. Um, I had when I was in college, I had several letters published by Bob Guccione in Penthouse magazine. They were made up stories, but I wanted to make them fun, and they actually put them in the magazine. But Penthouse was all fuzzy photography. Like the women were beautiful, but you couldn't really see anything. And then Playboy, I don't know, they're kind of like Girl Next Door. They weren't that gorgeous. The one that everybody wanted to see, I remember there was French, there was We, there was the British one was Mayfair, but the one everyone wanted to see was Hustler. But then they shot Larry Flint, I don't know what's going on if that magazine still exists because there's a movie industry now. I don't think people read magazines anymore.
I haven't seen a magazine for I can't tell you how long it's been.
Yeah, everything's online. That's pretty much true with the news too. I like Slate magazine. I liked Atlantic for a while, but it's become so mainstream and so partisan now. It used to be they have a story about look at things from all different angles. Kind of like the main story, the cover story in the Chicago Reader, but Slate is like the one I think that's like really reliable. It's well researched and well written, and it's the one that I rely on the most.
Yeah, I mean, if I was in a, I've tried looking at magazines, but I don't feel comfortable reading. I don't feel comfortable because, I can't really say. I mean, it's nothing bad. There's something comes up. I put it down because of, there's not respect. I don't like to use the word respect. I think of it as a kind of, I don't think of it as it's kind of a low class word. It's just like it's a feeling, it's a class thing that, as I look at the magazine, I feel like I don't deserve to be thinking about this right now. And I'm not sure what it is. I can't put it into words because it's been a while since this has happened. I just have this, a very, I mean, I have this obligation to, I mean, I feel like it is my life and it's everything I do is basically, is intended and kind of built around a sort of everything that have become our visual, become to that I mean it to actualize itself into I mean a person that is as responsible as I can be. I don't really like to use that word either, but I mean I just really feel like. I look for every way that I can possibly think of to maybe, protect other people, protect other people when, it's just, I mean, I don't know, it's just, it's a natural thing that, there's different kinds of models and there are different attitudes and there are different, mindsets and there are different, ways of, holding, your body language and everything. It's just, an incredibly vicious. I mean, it's incredible. There's all kinds of preparation for each thing that you do. I mean, every day and every type of modeling, requires a whole lot of background work and prep work, to make this to form that, to make this happen. And I do this every day, every night, and. It's become, and I do it with the intent of, knowing that all these people have worked their whole life, everything, and they're ready for something different. And I mean, there's rewards. There's all kinds of rewards, and there's like, they're sitting here, and there's a whole bunch here, and there's some there, and it's just getting manipulating the rewards and the stuff to kind of match up with the mind of the person that is, that kind of lines up with the action, the project that they're doing, the action that we intend to, we're accomplishing, that we're setting out. The people for what the client is asking us to do, or what that, particular area or whatever, it's just a lot of work of getting familiarity. And I mean, it's so much work that you don't realize that. I have to do little ways of trying to get people to know me. That I don't. I mean, there's a million questions. There's a million unanswered questions. There's a million things that they're so busy in their life. I mean, you can't really bother people, and it's just like, I mean, what are we working on now? What is it? I mean, I've told people. I always say to people. Never be afraid to, we always find I say this is the standard. For people that don't know, find your cue, I mean, don't be intimidated, don't be afraid. I mean, it's just a common thing. I mean, you live here with us, you're here with us. I mean, this is what we do. This is the industry. I mean, it's us. I mean, you're surrounded by us. I mean, you can't really lose. I mean, you can be part of it, or you can, do what you want. But I mean, if you're upset, find it. I try to do it, say find your cue, find your light, look for it, and kind of listen to us. But, I mean, without, interrupting, and just see if you can sort of get into the, feel it with your body and feel it with your mind, and what speaks to you, and you can also be part of it.
Ronald, my favorite model was Lauren Hutton. She wasn't the prettiest one, but she had so much talent, so much subtlety. Back until recently, almost all the models were white, and they had a very high level of intelligence. Most of them were teenagers. They were retired, like they started at 14, ended 18 or 19, and but they had such subtlety in their facial expressions and their body. What you use like the Stanislavski method. You talk to them of acting. You talk to them a little bit, get them to imagine that they're somewhere else doing something else, or they're someone else, and it would just come through. You wouldn't have to like tell them to move your arm here, arm there. Lauren Hutton talked about it. She had her own show, talk show for a while, and she said that she liked to think of herself as a magazine actress. So I miss those days. It's not that way anymore. It's just like just ordinary looking women who aren't even pretty and have no intelligence are the supposed models now. It disgusts me.
Well, I mean, that changes from, whatever they're surrounded by, that especially for, I mean, you see it, I mean, it's really for everyone, but especially for women, you have to know something that you're going to feel, she feels every single thing that you say, and especially, I mean, once you go to that level, I mean, and somebody takes you there, you don't really, I mean, unless you have to say something to somebody, I said, you really come up, when you came here, you really came up, and, to go down, with me, with everybody who's up, is like saying, I mean, it doesn't make sense for you, because you kind of got up because out of your own, you went there you drove yourself there, and it's like, I mean, the best thing to do is stay up where you want to be, because you have a level of, our sort of our intuition and everything that we were, are. I mean, it's from, we went to school for, I mean, our whole life is invested in it, and so that makes you. If it's just a shame, I mean, I don't want to tell you what to do, but I want you to, don't give it something away that you really, you trust your instinct, and stay up and don't hesitate to let go of whatever is down there.
Thanks a lot, Ronald. It was good talking to you again.